When the grid fails, and it will someday, what's the one voice that's still going to be heard? Let me paint a picture. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to HamShackTV. I'm your host, Josh, AA4WX. Appreciate you tuning in. We are on the drive for 10,000 subscribers, and that drive for 10,000 subscribers is going on strong thanks to people like World Radio League. You can see World Radio League is proudly featured up here in the top corner of the page. Folks, this is the most interactive way to log. I think you're going to like what you're going to see. Go check out worldradioleague.com and use my coupon code HamShackTV. Note that is a difference. We have a new coupon code for World Radio League. It's just simply HamShackTV. And go check them out. 10% off their already great prices on their membership. That's worldradioleague.com. So let's paint this picture. The storm hits. The power grid collapses. Cell towers go dark. The internet is dead. Your fancy smartphone becomes nothing more than a flashlight with a battery that's ticking down by the minute. You know what doesn't idle or what doesn't die? Radio. When everything modern fails, RF is still there. Quietly, stubbornly, faithfully. Waiting for someone who knows how to use it. We take it for granted. But amateur radio is one of the last systems on Earth that doesn't require the grid, doesn't require the internet, and doesn't require permission from a multi-billion-dollar corporation. Just power, an antenna, and a license. Think about that. Think about your iPhone and how many things it's tied to. If there's no internet and no cell phone towers, this thing's a piece of garbage. It's worthless. You don't have to have a subscription for your radios to work. This will happen someday. I fully believe it. Everything will go down. And that's where ham radio is going to shine. During storms, hurricanes, wildfires, and tornado outbreaks, when people are scared, cut off, and desperate, it's amateur radio that keeps information moving. Damage reports, shelter status, medical needs, missing persons, actual life and death traffic. And here's the part no one likes to say out loud. Most people will have no way to communicate when that day comes. Not because the technology doesn't exist, but because they've never bothered to learn. Preppers talk about food, water, ammo, and generators, but communications are the single weak point 99% of people ignore. Neighbors won't talk. Families will be separated. Communities will be blind. But one group won't be. That's us, the amateur radio community, hams. We're the ones who can still get a signal out. We're the ones who can still receive signals. We're the ones who can still coordinate, inform, and protect. Because when the grid fails, the only voice that still cuts through the silence is the radio operator. And the truth is, anyone can learn to become one. If you're not licensed yet, start today. Check out my friends at hamradioprep.com. They offer technician, general, and extra class courses. You start with the tech and then move on up. But the technician, they're so confident they can help you get your license. They offer money-back guarantee. I love Ham Radio Prep. I fully endorse and recommend Ham Radio Prep. HamRadioPrep.com and use my coupon code HamShackTV. They get you 10% off their already great prices. So really, in all sincerity, you need to get active again if you're not already active on the airwaves. Pull out your gear, hook it up, power supply, throw an antenna up in the tree, something like that, and test your gear. Charge your batteries up. Join Skywarn. Try getting on a net. Talk to your local repeater owner. Because when the lights go out, you don't rise to the occasion. You fall to the level of your training. Ham radio isn't a hobby during a disaster. It's a lifeline. And if you're thinking, I'll just rely on my GMRS or FRS radios, listen, those services are great, but they depend heavily on local repeaters and the public infrastructure. Ham radio can go HF simplex, NVIS, digital. It punches through chaos in a way nothing else can. So ask yourself right now, if the entire grid shut down tonight, would you still have a voice? I know I would. And if you stick with this channel, HamShackTV, you will too. I'm Josh, AA4WX. Live, learn, transmit. Welcome to the Shack. Guys, can't thank you enough for... We are rapidly growing this channel quickly. ICOM IC 7300. So we'll see you on the next one, 73. AA4WX, WSCB 693.